What's good, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the all-new Apple Bite for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. And we asked you, what do you think of the new look of the show? Well, Benjamin Baxter said, I love the new Apple Bite. I'm a big fan of modern looks. So are we. Mike R says, the intro reminds me of a Saved by the Bell episode. It's all right. And Sergio Ortiz says, by the way, your hair needs an update. Yeah, but surprise, we can change the intro colors to whatever we want, whenever we want. Rose gold, baby. And your color suggestions are welcome. All right, let's get to the show. And this week, it's everything we can expect to see at WWDC 2016, but do not expect the new MacBook Pros. Why would I say this? That's because CNET's own Mac and laptop editor, Dan Ackerman, goes to all these events when there's new hardware, but he wasn't invited this time, and that's the strongest indicator that this year will be all about software and not hardware. Think iOS, OS X, watchOS, iTunes, Apple Music, and whatever else they give us. But maybe there's some hope after a Mako Takara report says there's a chance that a new MacBook Air with USB-C may still be unveiled this month and begin shipping in June, but that's just an update, not new hardware. Also, multiple outlets have been reporting that it will be a no hardware event. And for those of you saying, it's a dev conference, software only, duh. Well, guess what? Apple has unveiled the MacBook Pro Retina, updated MacBook Airs, and the Mac Pro Desktop at previous WWDCs. Duh. So, I'm not going to get too amped up about WWDC. Maybe Apple changes my mind. Don't get me wrong, I love software improvements that can help how we actually use our gadgets, but are you really going to get something significant that we haven't seen yet? Apple needs to move the needle, and more than anything, bring us something we're talking about, because the perception is that they haven't had a hit in a long time, and we know perception is reality. All right, sticking with software, we've talked about it before, but iTunes and Apple Music appear to be getting the biggest overhaul, and we expect to hear about it at the conference. Digital Music News reports the revamp will simplify the core function of the app for music and clean up the relationship between Apple Music and the iTunes Music Store. 9to5Mac reported earlier that the iOS X Music app will move to a more black and white look, allowing the album artwork to be more of the focus. Mark Gurman also reports the new iTunes for Mac app will be shown off at the keynote and will launch in the fall with OS X 10.12 and will coincide with a redesigned Apple Music. Now, iOS will be getting new tweaks as well, but the new darker look to the WWDC app and the Apple TV app has sparked speculation that there could possibly be a dark mode setting that's part of iOS 10. Concept images from iHelpBR help bring this to life with examples of what it might look like with the messaging app, even what the options from using 3D Touch might look like, or using the split screen mode for multiple apps on something like the iPad. Now, a dark mode sounds cool, but let's make it even cooler and call it the Dark Knight mode.
Where's the trigger? Where is it? You never give it to an ordinary citizen.
Wait, what did he just say? Plus, we could finally get the ability to remove stock apps like Game Center and Feedback and all that other crap we never use. And let's not forget about emojis! The Unicode Consortium recently approved 72 new emojis that will be available June 21st, and you know iOS 10 has to bring them into the mix, including one of the greatest gifts to mankind, the bacon emoji. That's right, the bacon emoji is coming to iOS 10. Now, there's plenty other things like new sea creatures, but I personally appreciate the addition of the fortune cookie, chopsticks, and the takeout box, because this whole time I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was really missing the chopsticks emoji. I now feel complete. Plus, Apple Pay may also finally grow up and bring person-to-person payments. It's a welcome addition, but what's the incentive when Venmo is on every platform and everyone is already using it? We've also heard plenty chatter about Siri coming to OS X, and yes, the name change to macOS is really a no-brainer, but what we really need to see is the next generation of Siri. It's already behind compared to what everyone else is doing out there, from Google to Microsoft, and we've shown you Viv a few weeks ago. If it can leverage some of its acquisitions like Vocal IQ last year to be context-aware, with the ability to process multi-layered queries, then maybe it will actually be a tool I trust and enjoy using. With AI assistants really becoming the thing in tech right now, Apple needs to make a splash with this. And we might see a sneak peek at watchOS. There hasn't been much chatter about it, or they might wait until the next Apple Watch announcement, but let's just hope if they give us anything, it's more than just some new watch faces. So there you have it, all the things we expect to see at WWDC maybe they surprise us, but don't look for hardware this year. It's all software, but at the same time, it could be setting up some monster product announcements in the second half this year. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all next time for another bite of the apple.